My arcade pixel player on this episode of Reviews by this guy. Welcome back to another episode of Reviews by this guy. And man, have I recorded this video several times. I'm talking 6 times. I've even recorded it once before. I'm doing it now. Unfortunately, the videos that I have recorded before this have been absolute shit. No, I mean it. Absolute shit. As all of you have seen my videos in the past, you know that the quality of my videos haven't been all that great. I've been having some noise issues in the video. Let's take a look at the My Arcade Pixel Player. If you guys all remember, I did a My Arcade Go Gamer Portable. I will leave a link in the description down below to that video. That device was not half bad. It had its quirks, and so does this device. Let's take a look at what was in the box. Here it was the box, and what caught my eye at first when my girlfriend pointed it out at Staples was the Data East classics on it. We all remember that Data East produced a lot of games back in the past for, you know, the Atari, which Burger Time first came out on an Atari, but it was ported to the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now on this device, I probably should have read this box. There are only 5 Data East classics, which I found kind of annoying when I finally got into this device. Bad Dudes, Burger Time, which we all remember. Joe Mac, I'm not entirely sure I ever played that as a kid. Heavy Barrel, which I do remember back in the day. Breakthrough, I do remember that as well. And Karate Champ, I think I might have played that, not too sure. All the rest of the games are retro inspired, just like the Go Gamer Portable. Now in the box you get the actual handheld and you get the colored manual. Now on the box it states that there are 300 games on this device, 5 of which are Data East and the rest 295 are retro inspired. You have a full color screen. It doesn't tell you the size of the screen, but I believe it's a 2.5. You have a 3.5mm headphone jack, and the device is powered by 4 AAA batteries. Yes, guys, there is no internal lithium-ion battery on this device. It can also be powered by a micro USB, which you'll see during gameplay because that's what I use to power it. The device is made of a hard plastic. This one is red. I don't know if they came in any other colors such as black or blue. You have your D-pad, which we're going to get into why I think this D-pad is the downfall of this handheld. You have an A and B button. They are square, not round. You have your start and reset. On the top, you have your AV out, which you can plug this into a TV. You have your aux for external speakers or headphones, which is a 3.5mm headphone jack. You have a minus and a plus for your up and down volumes. I think it's kind of cool they went with the minus and plus shape. You have your micro USB for powering, and you have your on for just your regular on, and then there is another on mode for powering the LED lights in the buttons. Now the overall design I think is kind of cool. They went with jagged edges here, if you can see, for the pixel theme. They also went with the square A and B buttons for the pixel theme. I personally am not fond of that. I would have rather round buttons. Now let's get into this D-pad. While pressing this D-pad, you will experience a lot of discomfort in this part of your hand, which makes for a very uncomfortable gaming session. Occasionally, it can become a little unresponsive. If I press to the side, there were occasions it would go up in a diagonal. And also, sometimes I would get stuck on the ladder in Burger Time. Now, I did experience that back as a kid, so I don't know if it's this D-pad or just the game or just how I play games. I do occasionally suck. But, nonetheless, that is my biggest issue with this. This does cause some discomfort. But overall, as you'll see during gameplay, this device is not half bad. It's pretty cheap. In Staples, I picked it up for 26 bucks with tax. I would have liked to gotten it a lot cheaper. I think if you're looking for it, maybe look for it used for maybe $15. I mean, you can take this device anywhere you go, but if it gets stolen or anything misplaced, you will not be too worried about it. It's not a big loss. As I said, for the Go Gamer Portable, This device is excellent for a young child. You get them into playing the retro games that you have grown up and loved. Let's check out some gameplay. Here goes your first Data East Classic, Bad Dudes. As you can see, there's like a short throw on this D-pad. It doesn't go down too far. It feels really squishy. Let's get into this game with Pick and Blade. See, it stops sometimes. And as we speak, I have to hold it down really hard for it to move, and it does cause some discomfort. Come back here, bad dude. But as you can hear, speaker does get decently loud, but if it's not loud enough for you, it has an external headphone jack. Dad. Breakthrough, which I remember as a kid and I was fond of it, but right now I really stink at it, but let's do it. It's also hard to play on WoW. Oh, I made it! All the other times I was playing this, I had a hard time getting over that. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Heavy Battle. It's a top-down shooter, or shoot 'em up, whatever you want to call it. Let me down. Here we go. As you can see, it's not that the D-pad doesn't respond. I mean, most of the time it does respond. It's just you have to press it down so hard to get a response out of it that your hand, your palm, your hand, your back of your hand starts to really hurt. Which means you're not going to be getting any long gaming sessions out of this thing because it is going to hurt your hand. If there was some way to replace this D-pad, which I would attempt, put a different D-pad, see what D-pad will fit in there, or take a Dremel and make it fit, this handheld would be worth the money. Especially for a kid to get in some retro gaming. See what you experienced as a kid. See why we love it so much and why it's now become a collecting hobby. Dad. Let's play our last game here. Burger time. I've always loved the game. You'll see at times this thing will get you stuck. See, I just screwed up there. Sorry if I'm getting out of view of the camera. I'm trying to play it while actually looking at the handheld screen. Oh god. And I got killed, but nonetheless, it got stuck there. You'll see how that will happen. Well, that's gameplay for you. Well, guys, there you have it. This device is not half bad. It's cheap. It's made of a sturdy plastic. overall, besides the D-pad causing some discomfort, it's not bad during gameplay. If you're looking to check out some more information on this device, I will leave a link in the description down below. Also, don't forget to check out that episode of reviews by this guy on the Go Gamer Portable. Also, in the future, keep an eye out for that Nintendo clone that I've been talking about, the Nintendo Classic clone I've been talking about. I will be doing a review on that real shortly. And the Res Plus that I had gotten last week. There will be a review on that. I'm looking forward to getting that out of the box and testing it. I did an unboxing, which I'll leave a link in the description down below. As always, thank you for watching another episode of Reviews by this guy. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you're interested to see more from the Deem channel.